and I love my children. They're beautiful. They're amazing, but they can eat, y'all. My kids can eat. They can eat. They can eat. I'm telling you, they can eat. And they think about the food first. It's the food first. And then after they've taken the last bite, they'll say, oh, did Daddy eat? And then it's just, oops, or I'm sorry. And I have to say, I'm sorry, he doesn't put food in my stomach. And so they'll eat, and they'll eat, and they'll eat. But I love when my wife always does this. She always does this. Sometimes the kids get to the pot before my wife gets a chance. But my wife always, if she knows that I have to work late, she'll grab a plate of food. She'll put the food on, the portions that I like, and she doesn't give me the food, or serve me the food, even after the kids have eaten, and I'm getting like the leftover gristle, and, Jalen put his hand in the pot. The Ventures in the Goldborn household. I know that when I come home and my wife has made me a plate, it's the plate that came from the fresh portion of food, not the one that's been picked on by the kids. And to me, I can't quite explain it, but it's such a beautiful thing when I come home to know that my wife, she thought of me, and she didn't even, now my wife don't play with her kids, but even in the midst of her kids, she made sure that I have food from the fresh food, like the beginning of the food, to put it aside and give to me. It just, I can't explain it. It's such a blessing to me. Why? Partly because I know that I'm not getting the leftovers. I'm not getting the stuff that they chewed on a little bit and decided they didn't like and put it back. I'm not getting that. And I'm not getting that because my wife made the effort to make sure that I wasn't getting the leftovers. It's a blessing. It's a love language for mine. It's a blessing. Now, with that being said, it made me think. And I know, I already get it. Don't get me wrong. I am a tither. But when one day I came home and they were already getting ready for bed and everything, and automatically, I just knew. When I opened up the microwave, my wife thought of me and there's going to be a plate of food. And sure enough, there was. And I got to enjoy my food. And as I was eating my food, I said, that's it. I can, in this moment, connect with my Father in heaven in a way that I just hadn't dawned on me before. This is the first fruit. This was my wife making the extra added effort to make sure that I didn't get the leftovers. This is why God is saying to us this morning, and why God is having me preach this message to you this morning. God is saying, this is what it's like when you give unto me the first fruits of what you have. This is what, it's not about the money per se. It's not about the money. It's about that act that says, God, you mean so much to me. I want to make sure you don't get the scraps in my life. You don't get the leftover finances in my life. Why should you come after my shoes, after my pocketbook collection, after I bought tickets to the play? Why should those things come before you? I want to make sure you get your serving